Okay, so you are going to, right here, using ribbon and rulers, measure the distance around several round objects, as well as the distance across the middle of those objects. Record your measurements below. Everybody got their name on it? We're not going to do any of that yet, but I'm going to kind of show you how that's going to go. So, can everybody see me? Well, I'll just come up here and use one in the center. This, on object, I would write soup, okay? And how you're going to do it is you're going to take your little ribbon here, and you're going to measure. You cannot measure like this. Okay, do you see what I'm doing there? Can't do that, won't work. You got to go to the end. And that's why it's going to take two of you. Go to the end and hold it. Go around it. And then when you measure, just kind of pop your little finger in there and hold it. And then you're going to take it and lay it down here. And you're going to use centimeters to measure, not inches. Centimeters, that's the small ones. Then you're going to make sure you get it to the zero, not to the end, because the zero is on the end, and stretch it all the way out. See what it measures. I don't want you to. I want you to have to do it. And see what it measures. And see what it measures. Okay, all the way to the end. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
That's on distance around the outside of the object. Lord knows we definitely want to go ahead and write that down. We wouldn't want to have to do anything by ourselves, would we?
I'm going to write that down.
I just wrote it down right now.
Okay. You know, I asked you not to, but you do it anyway. You know, please don't write it down when I measure it. I guess I'll just go with it. So, I'll use this one instead. They won't do it. Once you measure around it, you take the ruler, not the ribbon, the ruler, and you're going to measure across the top, or in this case, the bottom. On the Misty, this disinfectant, you can measure around the top here if you want to. You just have to measure across the top here, or you can do it around the actual can, and then measure across the bottom of it here with your ruler. And you see there? See how I'm trying to really be in the center? You know, passing directly through the center of the circle. That's what you need to try to do. Get as precise as you can. Okay? That's going to be the distance across the middle of the object. You are going to use centimeters because centimeters are more precise. Plus, if you look at this ruler, all those little marks in between those centimeters, there's 10 of them. So if you get to halfway between a centimeter, you would write down like 7.5 or whatever it is. Okay? If you're on the third mark, 7.3. If you're on the eighth mark, 7.8. Try to be as precise as you can. Okay? We are not touching the calculators yet. Okay? You're all going to have an opportunity, but we're not touching them yet. We are only working with the first three columns right now. Object, distance around, distance across the middle. Are you with me? So under no circumstances are you to do what it says in the fourth column until I give you instruction to do so. When I tell you to rotate, everybody look at me. Eyes right here, look at my face. We're going this way. Okay? So Ginger, you and Libby will go to the right behind to the Clorox there where there's nobody there. Y'all will go there. Ava, y'all come here. Jackson, and so forth. All right? Going this way. Okay? And you're going to go through and do as many as we get done until I decide time's run out and we need to talk about it in a minute. Don't take anything with you. Just your paper and your pencil. Okay? All right. Do what? Yeah. Don't take anything with you. When measuring the mug, you can either measure through the handle. Please don't measure the handle. This, I would suggest this, and then across the bottom. Okay? Any other questions before I say go?
No.
All right, off you go. Do a good job.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need the calculator right now. All right.
Wait, you telling me I gotta sit in the back?
So where you are sitting right now. Let's see. First, let's do the tape. We'll do the tape. Who wants to tell me what they got for distance around the tape? Dylan.
30 and 30.
30?
Yes. Yes.
Does everybody agree with that about 30?
No.
Yes.
I got 29.6.
Oh.
What about the distance across the middle of the object? Just so y'all know you are being recorded.
8. I mean 9. Sorry, 9. 9.4.
9.4. Let's go with 9.2. And then what about the Clorox wipes? What'd you get, Josh? Around it.
I got 33.
33, is that about right?
I got 34.
So that's not about right, so 33 is not close to 34 is what we're saying.
I mean, it is, but
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
About 33, does everybody agree it's about
Yeah.
33?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then across the middle of the object, what'd you get, Josh?
10.
10?
Yes.
About 10? And then the salt,
20.8.
what'd you say?
20.8.
20.8. And what'd you get across it, Libby?
6.6.
6.6. And then the mug. Sky, what'd y'all get on the mug? What'd you get distance around the mug? What is it? I can't hear you. 27? Does everybody agree with 27? About?
Yeah.
Do we need to write the mug?
It?
8.5.
What'd you get? 8.5. What's something else? Let's do the soup.
Do we need to write the mug even if we didn't get to it?
Let's do the soup. What'd you get, Ava, for the soup?
25.
25 and
8.
across? Ava?
7.9.
7.9. That's fine with me. And then we'll do the paper towels. We'll do those two. Garrett, what'd y'all get around the paper towels?
19.
No, not around it. Around the paper towels, you did inches. You got 19. What'd you get, Jackson, around the paper towels? Did y'all get to the paper
No, we
towels?
didn't get to those.
Who did get to the paper towels? What'd y'all get, Ginger?
36.6.
36.6. 36 okay with everybody?
Yes.
What'd you get across it?
11.4.
Perfect. So I want you to look at your paper, okay? I want you to look at your paper. Don't do my numbers, do your numbers. And I want you to divide the first number divided by the second number,
And that's what
okay? That's what you write in the fourth column.
I just
The
changed
first
them.
number, the first number, did I tell you to change them?
No.
The first number divided by the second number. Please do that. So I'm guessing that most of us have noticed a pattern, right?
Yes.
We're also not going to be exact. Why do you think we're all not, why you're going to be off a little bit?
Because we all don't have the same name.
But why?
We have our own opinions.
Well, yeah, you're all people, right? You're not exact. It's not an exact science. It takes a computer to do that. All right, so what did you notice about all the numbers in the far right column?
They're all above like 20.
No, this one.
Oh.
What'd you get? Who did the 30 and the 9.2?
They're all in this.
Somebody divide that out for me. 30 divided by 9.2.
3.26.
Yeah,
And then 33 divided by 10 is 3.3. What's 20.8 divided by 6.6?
3.15. 3.15.
And what about 27 divided by 8.5?
3.18.
And 25 divided by 7.9? 3 point what? Do it.
1.6.
3.16. And 36 divided by 11.4.
3.16.
So what do you notice about all those numbers?
All
three.
They're all three. They all start with 3. So if you didn't get, all of yours are close to 3. If you got off a little bit, that's because of human error, right? It's not that you did anything wrong. It's just that you were just off in your measurements a little bit. Nothing is going to be exact, ever. Nothing is going to be exact, ever. Okay? The purpose of doing this is because circles are new to you. Okay? They are new to you. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
So somewhere on your paper, you look at that. What's the first question at the bottom of the paper?
What do you notice about the numbers
So
in
we
the last
answered,
column?
good, we answered that. And then what is the next one?
What is the average of all values in the last
What is the average? What do you think the average of all the values in the last
Added up.
column is going to be?
All of my
What do you think the average is going to be of all those? About
3.
About 3. Right? Does everybody agree? So what is it called, the distance around a circle?
Circumference.
Circumference. And what is it called, the distance across the circle? What is it? Diameter.
Radius is like that. Isn't it like a
We're on just the front page. Please stay with me. What does that line mean? Divided by. The whole point of this is, all of you probably figured it out, is that the circumference divided by the diameter is supposed to be equal to what?
Pi.
Pi. What is pi?
3.14.
3.1. No, it's not. 3.14159 is all that. It keeps going. It's undefined. It's an irrational number that keeps going. We can't ever mess with pi. Okay, are you listening, Jackson? Because it doesn't look like you are. Okay. I promise you, as much as I hate the STAR test, you really need to listen to me right now, because this will be on there. Okay? They're going to ask you, is 3.14 equal to pi? And the answer is no, it's not. Okay? That is pi.
And there's more to
Pi. Okay? So the things you need to know is the circumference divided by the diameter. This is what it will look like. C divided by D equals pi. It always does. It never changes. Always equals pi. The reason yours is not exact and you didn't get 3.141 blah, 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 is because you're a human being. Okay? You can't do that. The machine can do it when you multiply by pi. Okay? But we use, because that's too hard, we use for pi, it is about 3.14. And when we go back to where most of you are not using a calculator, I will be nice to you and let you use 3, because you can get pretty close. And I'll tell you when to do that and when not to do that, and things like that. Okay? So circumference divided by the diameter equals pi. Here's one more formula. I want you to tell me what you think that says.
C equals
pi divided
circumference equals
pi
divided
diameter.
There you go. What'd you say, Garrett? Good. Circumference equals pi times the diameter. Okay? Circumference equals pi times the diameter. Okay, so make sure you get all that written on your paper. Write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. You get it written down, and you get your name on your paper, you can turn your paper in, and I will keep it for you, and we will move on to my room.
Do we write all of them else down?
Oh, I don't care.
The
No.
squiggly equal means about, right?
About, yes. I'll put it back up there in just a second. I'm just going to stop the recording.